In this video, I want to talk about how to become a filmmaker, and this is for those who are starting right from the very beginning or maybe a little bit way into it. Most YouTube videos will show it from the perspective of the camera work and the editing, but I want to take it back to the very beginning. So there are three stages into filmmaking, which is the script, filming, and editing. Let's explore those one at a time. So the script, this is your opportunity to shine. This is a moment to get your dream onto paper. And there are a couple of things you want to be aware of. So I come from a theatre background, and there the dialogue traditionally starts on the left. Traditional film script writing, the dialogue is in the middle, and you want to give some indication of interior or exterior, where we are, is it day or night, and then some description of what the actors are doing, what's going on, and then you have the dialogue. But there are a couple of things you want to be aware of. You want to know, for example, am I going to be able to physically do this? Knowing if you have big special effects with spaceships and lasers and blasters, something that I found is maybe not being able to find the correct location, or a location that wasn't available that was in the script. So I've had to sacrifice that location and then ask myself the question, okay, is the story getting sacrificed? Will it matter if I move all that dialogue into a car rather than a cafe? And sometimes it adds to the scene. So that was one thing I would say when writing a script. Don't lose your vision. No matter what battles you have, what sacrifices you have to make, don't lose your dream. This is your moment to get it onto paper. And you can be quite restless. If you're writing a 100+ script, you just want it done and you want it down on paper. It may take a bit of time, knowing that you have to go back over it a couple of times, proofread it. And then when you give it out to the actors, make sure that it's all clear, they can understand it, hopefully no typos. And also be aware then of the casting process. Who fits this description? Which actor is best suited for this role? Next section then is the filming, and I suppose this is where the exciting bit happens. You're physically there, you've got all the people together. One thing I would say is be aware of the physical demands on your body. I've filmed films in the winter, out in the mountains, it was freezing cold. Also be aware of the timing of your actors. You might not be able to shoot a film from beginning to end. You may have to break it up here and there. Also be aware if those actors have other jobs, they're lending their time to you. They may not have that same drive that you have because this is your vision. Try and communicate in ways to them that gets them excited. Let them know they're doing a good job. If you need to alter things, just do it in the appropriate way and communicate clearly. When you're filming, think about every shot. Why is that shot there? Is the camera head on? Is it relationship position? Is it profile? Close-up shots, move-in shots, long distance shots. You may want to write down what kind of shot you want in going into filming. Sometimes for me it's a little bit of an experimentation. I'll see it right there and then I want that. Make every shot count. Also be aware when you're actually filming, especially if you come from a theatre background like me, when you're directing. I was looking at my actors physically in the flesh, but I realized when you're making a film, you need to see them through the lens of the camera, because that's what film is. It's a medium through the lens of a screen. So just be aware of that when you're making films. And then we come to the next part then, which is editing, and this is the most exciting bit for me. This is where the magic happens. And the first thing I would say in editing, this is the first chance really you get to see your footage, because when you're filming, you may have a quick chance to look at what you've done, but in editing, this is now where you put your headphones on, you look at what you've got, and that's the first thing I would say. Have a decent sound system, have good headphones, make sure the audio connects when you cut from one scene into another, so you don't have that jump. Voice work, dubbing, maybe you have to get your actors back to do some voice work. You can play with the colouring as well. Pacing, how does one scene cut into the other, or how does one clip go into the other? Is it a direct cut? Is it a fade? Is it a blackout? And also be aware then you'll have post-production. You will have to go back out there and get more shots, and that can take a while. And also one of the most exciting things for me is to write music. I'll do some videos on how to write music. Friends, I hope this has been helpful. It's a basic tutorial of the things you need to know when starting out as a filmmaker. Please consider subscribing if you want to see more tutorials on this, and we can have a larger time to expand this. And also, if you subscribe, it will give you a chance to see my creative content, both films, long, short, and music videos, and also some of my artwork. But thanks a lot, and I hope this has been helpful. Please comment in the comments below.